CIA Director John Brennan targeting the president in the wake of Andy McCabe's firing, tweeting that America will, quote, triumph over you. Well, Samantha Power, former President Obama's UN ambassador, is also weighing in, tweeting it was, quote, not a good idea to bleep off John Brennan. So is that a threat? Are they now turning on the president? Here to debate, Guy Benson, political editor of townhall.com, and David Tafuri, he's a former State Department official under President Obama. Good to see you both. Guy, what do you make of this? I thought that the CIA director was supposed to be a nonpartisan position focused on intelligence, not on politics. He takes this big shot at President Trump, and then all of a sudden, another Obama loyalist comes out and says, don't anger John Brennan, as if he's going to come back and strike back.
Yeah, or else what is sort of the response to Samantha Power, who helped preside over a disastrous foreign policy under the previous administration. But the tweet that bothered me more was the one from Brennan, because what we've heard from a lot of people in the Trump administration and Trump supporters is that there's this deep state in the intelligence services that is out to undermine President Trump and take him down. And to see the vitriolic partisan nature of the tweet from Brennan, former CIA director, to me was eye-opening, particularly because he's objecting to the firing of Andrew McCabe from the FBI, which was recommended by the ethics office inside the FBI based on a nonpartisan inspector general report. Like, I'm not someone who jumps in and piles on the FBI or the so-called deep state all the time. In this case, I do think that the criticisms headed that direction are valid.
What do you think, David?
Well, you know, first of all, I think Samantha Power's tweet is hard to understand. The explanation you've given is plausible, and if that's right, it was improper for her to say that. I don't think she should have intended that. I don't think John Brennan is going to deep state kind of maneuver as a result of this. John Brennan is a former official. He has every right to tweet his opinions, and his opinion is very strong. And it goes to the heart of what a lot of people are thinking right now, which was this was a partisan effort by the President Trump, who made it clear to everyone in his administration that he wanted McCabe out, and he wanted McCabe out right before his pension would have vested, which was really petty. And it showed to everyone, look, if you're going to do anything to protect Mueller, if you're going to do anything to advance the special counsel investigation, then someone might retaliate against you. And President Trump put pressure on everyone by doing that. And that's what everyone should be concerned about right now. As you said earlier, Ed, we don't know what the Department of Justice Ethics Office said. No one's seen their report. We just know what Sessions said about it. And we also know that Sessions himself lied under oath to the Congress.
Well, he's been accused of that. But, Guy, I saw you shaking your head, so I want to bring you in.
Yeah, so look, McCabe, we can talk about the president's response to McCabe's firing, which I agree was petty, but the purpose of the firing, the reason behind the firing, is the Inspector General report, which, by the way, we ought to see. I agree it should be released so we can take a look at it. But the nonpartisan career officials inside the FBI's Office of Professional Responsibility, which is their ethics office, the woman in charge of that, by the way, was appointed by Bob Mueller. They looked at the evidence from the nonpartisan Inspector General report, which was initiated during the previous administration, before Trump was president, from an Obama appointee at the Inspector General, and they looked at that information and decided that it was the proper recourse for McCabe to be fired.
David, I got less than a minute. Is there another element here that John Brennan and Samantha Power, who have had their conduct sort of questioned about FISA abuse, about the unmasking of Trump advisors, maybe abuse of power, that they're striking out because they're worried if there's a second counsel that's named, they're going to be under the microscope?
I don't think that's what's going on here. You know, there are allegations being thrown all different ways. What we need to do is respect the rule of law. If there are some allegations that are legitimate against anyone, including Brennan or Samantha Power or any former Obama administration official, those should be brought forward in the proper way. But we also have to observe rule of law, and we have to protect Mueller and the special counsel and the FBI so they can do their job. And that's not happening.
David, as Guy pointed out, there's accountability brought to McCabe. He lied, he leaked, and now he's been held accountable.
Well, that's what Sessions says. We don't know that.
We got to go. All right, more Fox and Friends is going to be coming up. Todd Pyro.